Hi guys, how are you? It's 11th of November and it's a sunny day in Basel. Thank you so much for watching my vlog. The first episode, the introduction video, was so well received. It seemed that it may be something that is interesting for some people. So thank you. So I finished the illustrations that were inspired by Alice in Wonderland, and here they are. So I show you a little bit. In the last vlog I was working on this piece, and here it is. That's how it came. And the other one is a bit bigger size, and this looks like this. So I'm pretty happy how these works turned out. The colors came deep and dark as I wanted. They do emphasize the atmosphere I was going for. It's generally hard for me to get the colors and light right, as I feel I don't really have the natural talent for a three-dimensional drawing or painting. I have really had to learn those skills, and I still think I'm not there. It's funny how I always need challenge in what I do. If it's too easy, I get bored. Illustration in general is not easy at all. There are so many aspects to keep in mind. So here I'm having a long, exciting road ahead. The scene, so to say, of this illustration is taking place at the oldest cafe of the city of Rome, Bar Greco. And it's famous for the writers that love to work there, for example, Gogol and Pasolini, and many more. And it has this interesting, very strong atmosphere. So it's a perfect setting for something very peculiar to take place. The other one is where Alessia has grown huge, and this scene takes place in Piazza Navona, which is also a super famous place in Rome. So how I drew and painted this picture was that I reconstructed the whole Piazza Navona square by also Google Maps Street View. And this is what work in progress looked like. So all the figures in both illustrations are being drawn from imagination. So I have used no photo reference. When I used to draw figures in the past from imagination, they came out pretty stiff and unnatural. So I always used photo reference, and maybe I changed something, but I took the posture or the position from the photo reference. But then I saw that I am not free like this, and I started to observe much more people around me, and somehow thinking in my mind, so how would I draw them if I had to draw them? And this has brought me to this moment that I can almost reproduce what I am seeing in my imagination, or I can reproduce a person who's walking by, and I kind of record how he or she is. So now I can also reveal to you what was the purpose of making those illustrations. So they are for a gallery in Rome. The gallery's name is Tricromia. It is a gallery that is especially working with artists who illustrate and draw, so mostly in different drawing techniques. And they have my works in their collection since many years already, and I have also participated at their exhibition in 2014. The exhibition I'm taking part of is Alice abita sempre qui. That means Alice still lives here, and it celebrates the Tricromia's 30th anniversary. So I will share also more information about the exhibition in the next vlog, so you can go and see it. So now, then my next project is going to be for a children's magazine. It's an Estonian children's monthly magazine named Täheke, and I'm really happy to work for them a few times a year. And I'm going to make illustrations for a Christmas story, and the story itself is pretty quirky and surreal. I love this story. But yeah, I'm still working on it, so I will show you the process and the outcome in the next vlog. But now I will share a great art experience of mine from a recent weekend. So I went to an exhibition here in Basel, to the Cartoonmuseum. It's an exhibition I really wanted to see, and unfortunately COVID situation got so much worse. But even if the numbers are really high here in Switzerland, fortunately the museums are still open, and I must say there were really few people there. So it was relatively safe. I suggest to go to the museums now if they are open where you are. So the exhibition at the Cartoonmuseum was that of a young Belgian artist, Brecht Evans, who became world famous with his first graphic novel, The Wrong Place, in 2011. And since then he has published 4 graphic novels altogether and done a lot of editorial work, for example, for the New York Times, Libération, and also some designs for a French fashion brand called Cotelac, if I remember correct. The exhibition is big, on 3 different floors, and his work exhibited is in rather large format. I didn't expect that because the books are quite small. He uses those subtle bright colors. His technique is watercolor, and there are no outlines for the figures he draws. So the different elements in the pages merge into one. It's a very organic composition and layout he uses. He mostly tells people's psyche, the inner world, that is made visible by the surroundings and the atmosphere he paints. And to tell those hidden stories, he places his characters into moments like parties where weird encounters can happen and seemingly insignificant dialogues take place. These are moments in people's lives or days when we become free and we rather follow our instincts than our reason. And I think that is what Brecht Evans is going for, and he's really successful at it. So you get a really strong and somehow strange experience out of reading those graphic novels. So I also purchased a new book from the museum shop, and what I bought was The Making of by Brecht Evans, and it's the graphic novel that came out in 2014. So not a really new one, but it's in English, so it's a bit easier to read. And this one talks about an artist who is not extremely successful and who has been invited to participate in a biennale, but it comes out that actually the other artists are totally amateurs, and he decides to make an ironic artwork to comment on that society. To sum up, I think that exhibition was a kind of an illustration pill for me, because it gave me a lot of ideas, and I felt merged in this parallel reality of Brecht Evans. So that's all for this time. Thanks for watching. Let me know your thoughts. And I hope it was interesting for you. Stay safe, and until next illustration peel. Bye!